Here we are at the Rod Library. Today we're going to perform an exploratory search using the program Google Earth. I have a chart to help you in your search. And let's quickly go over what we need to look for if we're just exploring what subject we want to research. We want to have our terms and keywords first, and then look for synonyms so we can look for those also as we research. Events and names related to the topic, dates, locations and places and specific names, people who've been involved with the topic, if there's any controversy or opposing points of view, and then maybe a broader subject in which the topic belongs. We are going to be doing a study on the solar system today, so I'll go ahead and type solar system right now. Many of you are familiar with Google Earth, but you might not realize that Google Earth, while it does do a magnificent job of showing us our state and our city and our state and our country, and in fact even the entire continent, North America, and the entire world, Google Earth also has a component that goes along with space. And since we're studying solar system, we'll do that. As we go to the different areas in the program, we'll be looking for material to put in our exploratory search chart. If I come up here to this little icon that looks like Saturn and click on it, you'll see that I have choices. I have sky, Mars, and moon. I'm going to click on sky first, and it will take us and show us many of the stars. If we move it around, we'll see stars all over the Milky Way galaxy. So here we can see names of stars and constellations and many other interesting things. If we come over here to where it says Sky Database on the lower left-hand side and double-click that, we will get more choices. If we click on our solar system, if we check and then click on our solar system, then we actually get a listing of the planets. If we click on planet, let's say we click on Jupiter here, then the program will move us to Jupiter, and we will see what the planet looks like and where it is in relation to the other stars today, September 24th. Okay, let's quickly go back to our chart, and now we know some synonyms. We've seen that planets would be a synonym for astronomy, for solar system, and also astronomy would be a synonym. And then probably we want to put in the location-specific names of places related to the topic, we will want to put all the planets. I will just put in Jupiter and Venus, but you would want to put in all the planets and maybe some of the star names. If you would rather type a planet name up here, you can also type the planet name up in the box and hit enter, and the program will take you to Venus in this case. And again, we can see what the planet looks like and where it is in relation to the stars and to the other planets and its relative size. The planet Mars, since it is close to us, we also can come up to our planet icon and click on Mars and get a wealth of information about the planet Mars. First, you can see that the picture is much clearer, and if we come over here on the side, we see there's Live from Mars, guided tours, historic maps, rovers and landers. I'm going to click on rovers and landers, and there is a whole list of rovers and landers that have gone to the planet Mars. Rovers and landers seem like they would be an excellent way to find out more about our solar system and more about the planet Mars. So I will click on rovers and landers, and then I will just pick one here. I'll pick on a Pathfinder, and here I get a box that comes up and it says that I can learn more. First, it tells me a date. It tells me 1996. The Pathfinder lander went to Mars, so I would go to my document and I would type in here dates of important events. I would type that in, but I'm not going to right now because of time. If I click on the little camera there, I get an article that tells me about the place where this lander landed, and if I go through, I'm sure that I could find more dates and places and people perhaps that I would want to find. Also, if I click on this fly into this high resolution photo, it will take me down on a surface view of the planet, and I can see actually what Mars looks like if I were standing on Mars. So if I were doing a report on social studies on the solar system, I could see that there are the rocks and the sand, and I could find out much more about Mars. So I could go through and look at all of these pathfinders, and I would want to write them in my document and see where to put this information in my document. I also noticed down here it says Mars Pathfinder Lander. It says the image is from NASA, so I'd want to write NASA on my document. It also mentioned University of Arizona, so I might want to research what the University of Arizona has to do with the pictures and the Pathfinder. Also, there are many other things we can find out about. In the interest of time, we'll go back up to our icon, and we notice there's also the moon. And if we go to the moon, we have even more information. Now if we look over here on the sides, we see we have Apollo missions, and you can click on each of the Apollo missions as they come. I can click on Apollo 14. I can see when it was, so I know dates to put in my document. I can see who went on that mission, so I can look them up in regards to the document. There are pictures that I can look of right down on the moon's surface. And I'm sure there's more data I can write in my research document to help me know more about my solar system. There are also guided tours. I can actually come and hear two more people, Buzz Aldrin and Harrison Schmitt. I can click on Harrison Schmitt and Apollo 17, and I can come here, and he will actually tell us about the tour. Okay, the program was giving me a little bit of trouble, but let's try it again. If we click on the tour,
I'm Jack Schmitt, Apollo 17 astronaut and geologist on the Apollo 17 mission in December of 1972. The crew of Apollo 17 was...
I won't actually play you the video, but you see that you can actually hear Harrison Schmitt talking about the mission, and if you click down more closely, you can get more information. And you can get more surface views and fascinating information about the moon. I think that Google Earth, you will find, will be a great way to discover more about our solar system and about our moon and about Mars especially and the stars. And I think it will be a great resource for you in your project on the solar system. Thank you.